All right, everybody, Jason24, CF4, EventHubs.com. I'm here at New York Comic Con with, introduce yourself.
Matt Dahlgren, Senior Product Manager at Capcom.
All right, so you're the new man in charge for the Street Fighter series, so to say.
That is true. I manage the fighting game brands at Capcom.
So that means you have like large shoes to fill with Seth Killian and stuff being the former member, correct?
That is very true, but we have expanded our team, so I now have both Hans and Combo Fiend to help out, so I think our team is pretty strong at the moment.
And they've been doing a good job, helping out with the community, giving the feedback, I know they had a couple forum threads set up where we suggested changes, but with that said, what are you guys doing here?
So this year we have Strider that we're showing off. It's the first time we're showing a playable build of Strider. We also have DuckTales, Dust Force, new Ace Attorney game, as well as Monster Hunter.
And now with the news that everybody in the fighting game community wants to know, Ultra Street Fighter 4. What can you tell us as the progress is going on with the game?
Progress is going well. We're not showing it here today, so we don't really have any new information to reveal, but it is the most open dialogue that we've had with fans around the Street Fighter series to date, so we're very excited to see how everything progresses, and hopefully we can get some hands-on time very soon so that we can get people testing it out.
Right, and that's the next question I was about to ask. Test location. Capcom promised there was going to be test locations this time in the USA as well. Is that something that's going to take place?
That's something we are still planning on. Our plans are still a little bit fluid at the moment, so we don't have specific dates that we confirm, but our intention is definitely to do a round of location tests for sure.
Now with the feedback, how much feedback is actually going into, because sometimes some members, they may write troll posts and stuff like that to just weaken the character they suffer with. How much feedback is actually being taken into content for it?
I would say a lot, but you're always going to have to distill down the comments that you get, and not everyone is going to get exactly what they want. But we have Combo Fiend. He's the one that's actually making the judgment calls on a lot of the balance decisions. So he's been going through all of the comments, putting them in orders of priority. Obviously, things are going to have to go through a testing process to make sure that things are balanced. So right now, we're basically starting that process.
And now with this year, you guys introduced Capcom Cup, and it's done a very great job. Chris G's qualified. You had a great event that just took place in Japan, where Mad Cats. That was a huge event. What was the whole goal behind the Capcom Cup?
Well, last year we had our 25th anniversary tournament series. That was a very good experiment for Capcom. We had a very fantastic experience, but that was a little bit too much for us to be able to sustain on a yearly basis. So this year we wanted to do the Capcom Cup. We definitely want to be more engaged with fans at events, but we partnered up with other tournaments for the qualifying positions, so it's a little bit easier for us to manage. It's a good starting point, and hopefully we can turn the Capcom Cup into like a yearly event. So I like the timing in December. It kind of closes things out for the year, so Capcom Cup is our new focus.
Now, with it being in December, will there be maybe possibly a build of Ultra Street Fighter there to be tested?
Yes, we are planning on having Ultra playable at the Capcom Cup.
And now, is it that open to all fans and all guests?
Yes, it will be open, free to enter, so you should definitely come and check it out.
All right, so when you say free to enter...
so free to enter the venue. It's invite only because there's only 8-man brackets for each of the games, but it will be very similar in scope to what you saw from the grand finals last year. So it is supposed to be just a fun Street Fighter event that anyone can come out and enjoy. There will be other things for you to do other than just play fighting games. So if you're a Street Fighter fan, you should definitely come check it out.
Now, I know Amazon may have accidentally leaked the release date of Ultra Street Fighter 4. They said it was sometime in March. Is that a projected date that you are shooting for, or earlier?
So the Amazon thing is not really a leak. That's what those sites do. When you don't confirm a date, they'll put the closest quarter of what you've said, and it's just a placeholder. Right now, we're too early to really confirm exactly when it's going to come out. So we'll have more details on that very soon. But without the project being completely finalized, it's very difficult to pinpoint exactly what the date is.
I appreciate your time. Do you have a Twitter where someone could follow you? Because
I'm not on Twitter, but you can check me out on Capcom Unity, or Nidell and Peter are kind of our spokespeople, so you can always reach out to them on Twitter for sure.
Appreciate your time. Thank you. And we out.
Man.